Okay, so today I'm going to be ranking all the Wars games, like Bed Wars, Treasure Wars, Egg Wars, on all the major Bedrock servers. First off here, we have Nether Games. Nether Games is basically a complete copy of Hypixel with all of their maps and everything. That does not bother me because there is no Hypixel on Bedrock, but they do. Eventually, when Hypixel finds out, they will be like completely suing them and everything. But so far, I think Hypixel might know about them. They just don't want to go through the trouble. But all they do to credit them is a very small text in the bottom left corner that says map made by Hypixel. This is not permitted. If it's not permitted, then why don't you do it? Just forget that. But the Wars is really fun. It's basically Hypixel, so if you like Hypixel but have Bedrock, then this is the one for you. The people on this server are decent. Few of them are, about half of them are on controllers or phones or tablets or PE or something. So you do have the advantage if you're playing PC. So that always is good if you're if you're not as good as some people. But if you want a challenge, I would probably recommend other things. Except this is probably in the middle. So yeah, like right here, I kill one person. Like, you can also upgrade stuff with diamonds, except you can also see your hearts, how many hearts they have. So I go ahead and kill him. So that's good. And then you can like spawn iron golems for protection if you saw that. So it's one of the best. And they also have a website so you can see that stuff. And I think it's overall one of the better ones. So next up we have Galaxite Planets. I don't really understand this one, and I don't know people who actually like this server and play it a lot. Most people, it's just like their first time, they don't really care for it. The most I've ever seen people on Galaxite is when it first came out and there's like 1,000. But that's all. I'd much rather play other servers than this. First off, this is a really laggy server. It's not just my connection. It's just that it's really laggy. And I think it's just trying to mimic. It's just trying to do stuff. It's trying to make itself unique, but it's not doing a very good job at that. Because your core gets eliminated. I would prefer like normal generators and normal stuff, and I would like this server a lot more if more people were on it and it wasn't as laggy. But the Planets game is just okay. I've never been a fan of it, but I'd much rather play other stuff. Now we have something called Mineplex. Right then it was very laggy, that's why you see me do random stuff. This is really not going to be what I'm actually doing on screen when I'm saying right now, but Mineplex, if it's not laggy, it's probably my second or third favorite. It's very like dynamic with like, instead of going to mid and getting stuff from generators, you go to mid and you get the middle point, so you get emeralds and diamonds at like your own base, which I think is pretty cool, if you know what I mean, because it is something that has never been done on other servers, and it's going to be very hard to replicate on other servers. Most of the people on this are decent. Most of them are probably on PCs. A few of them aren't the greatest, except if you're looking for kind of a challenge, then this is probably the one I'd give you, because I'm pretty decent at Minecraft. Not really at speedrunning or anything, at servers and like block wars and stuff. And this is kind of a challenge for me, because people on this server are really good. So I think it has a really good take on wars with like the cakes and everything. It's not beds, because beds by now is boring. And I just think it's a really good server, one of the best ones. Okay, so next one we have Egg Wars on CubeCraft. CubeCraft right now is my favorite server because it has block wars. You know, like you gotta love block wars. And their take on the wars kind of game, like Treasure Wars and Bed Wars, is very unique. It's with an egg, and there's diamond, gold, and iron generators all in your base, but you need some of those. You need to go to mid at least once to get them working. So I kind of like that. There's also kits. I used the builder kit, so I got 10 andesite and a leather helmet. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I do like it a lot. It's not my favorite because it is based in the UK. That means your ping is usually going to be high. Like, very high. That's not good, just so you know. You want it to be as low as you can. And that's kind of okay if you have a decent internet connection. But right now, my internet isn't very good. Like, right at this moment here. So, yeah, so I had it lagging a whole bunch. Except that's not really nothing to worry about. It's usually better than this. Except I really like this because there's like food and stuff. It takes a lot of skill to be good at this. And people on this game are usually on computer or PC. Like about 70% PC, 25% controller, and only just a few of them are on mobile. So that's always good because you usually will want a challenge. But other than that, it's pretty hard anyways. You need to like buy food and stuff because your hunger runs out. And that's basically all I have to say for this specific server. Is there any way for me to like Lifeboat? No. Like, look at that. Like, I didn't even know I was alive. There's no like screen or anything to tell you, hey, you started. I thought I was just waiting until the game to start. Like, what is that? Like, it's very simple, except if you don't do it, it's annoying. Except I've never liked Lifeboat, and I probably never will. It is not a good server. Like, this map here is so bad. Just, look at this. Bed item. It's a bed item, not just bed or treasure or something. Bed item. What the heck? I'm sorry, I just do not like this server. I don't know why, it's just like weird. It's hard. And people on this server are so easy to defeat. It's hardly even a challenge at all. Like, I can beat these people on mobile because this is basically a mobile server. And I don't really care for those much. I want a challenge, And up last, but definitely not least, my favorite server to play wars on. I didn't really do Mineville. It was not loading. Sorry for that, except it would have been bad anyways because people are so bad on that server. Except people on this server are usually the best. It gives you the most challenge, and it's really fun. It's my favorite take on the wars. It's treasure wars. It's very unique. I love it. And it's the one that's also the most popular. Right now it's real laggy because I'm doing this all within like 10 minutes. Except this has to be the best one, no doubt about it. I just love it. It's simple. You don't need complicated to survive. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.